Coronavirus and the national capital. When it seemed all under control,
मैं कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ कह रहा हूं कि दिल्ली सरकार आज कोरोना के केसेस को डील करने की पूरी तैयारी कर चुकी है.
the COVID story began to unfold. Staggering cases, allegations of not testing enough, and chaos over hospital beds. Forcing tough yet controversial decisions.
केंद्र सरकार के अस्पतालों में कोई भी जाके इलाज कराता है, केंद्र सरकार के अस्पताल सबके लिए खुले रहेंगे. प्राइवेट अस्पताल केवल दिल्ली वालों के लिए रिजर्व रहेंगे कोरोना तक.
And now, news of the Delhi Chief Minister going into self-isolation. With mild fever and a sore throat. The man manning Delhi's COVID fight will test for COVID on Tuesday morning. How sick really is the Delhi Chief Minister? Tonight, on To The Point.
Good evening, you're with us on To The Point. We're going to get answers to that question. How symptomatic or how sick is the Delhi Chief Minister? What we do know is that he just has a mild fever, a possible bad throat, but just to err on the side of caution, he's going to test tomorrow morning. We're going to get you the latest update, but a lot, viewers, has happened in the last 24 hours in the national capital. In the last 24 hours, you have the Chief Minister who went on to suggest that Delhi beds, which is Delhi government hospital beds for corona patients, are only for Delhiites. That order was turned today by the Lieutenant Governor on two fronts. He said that everybody can access healthcare in Delhi, not just Delhiites. On the other hand, he also overturned a highly controversial testing order by the Delhi government. The Delhi government had further streamlined the ICMR guidelines, which suggested the ICMR guidelines had said that symptomatic patients or asymptomatic people can test if they've been in direct contact. Now, Delhi said asymptomatic people cannot test. That has also been overturned by the LG. So as of now, if you're in Gurgaon, you're in Noida, you can access healthcare in Delhi government-run hospitals in Delhi because the LG has overturned that order. A lot has gone down. The Chief Minister, after the LG overturned the order, also tweeted and said that the LG's decision will pose a big challenge to Delhi residents and prepare Delhi amidst the COVID-19 pandemic for patients across the country, a tough challenge. The Chief Minister added that his government will try to arrange COVID-19 facility for all. However, if patients from the outside keep coming in to access healthcare from Delhi, then Delhi might be in a bind. That is what has been suggested. The Chief Minister tweeting out a short while ago, right before the night he takes a COVID test himself. Listen in to his deputy.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने एलजी के ऊपर दबाव डाल के जबरन उनसे ये आदेश पारित कराया है कि दिल्ली सरकार के केंद्र कैबिनेट के तहत जो फैसला लिया गया उसको नहीं माना जाएगा, बल्कि दिल्ली के लोगों को दिल्ली के अस्पतालों में इलाज करने में प्रायोरिटी नहीं दी जाएगी, उनको नहीं रखा जाएगा, बल्कि कहीं से भी कोई आके आ सकता है. मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी से ये पूछना चाहता हूं कि आप देश में कोरोना के इलाज की राजनीति कर रहे हो, कोरोना के इलाज के काम के लिए काम कर रहे हो, या कोरोना के नाम पे राजनीति कर रहे हो, राज्य सरकारों की योजनाओं को फेल करने की राजनीति कर रहे हो.
I want to immediately cut across to our deputy editor Ankit Tyagi, who was at right outside the Delhi Chief Minister's residence, picking up the very latest on the ongoing political slugfest as well as the health of the Delhi Chief Minister. Ankit, get us up to speed on all what we do know right now, and we want to tell our viewers immediately. You're in Noida, you're in Gurgaon, you want to access healthcare in Delhi, especially Delhi-run hospitals like, say, LNJP. You can do so right now. The order of the Chief Minister has been overturned by the LG. On the other hand, Ankit, how sick right now is the Delhi Chief Minister? We do know he has a 9 a.m. COVID test tomorrow.
That's right, Preeti. Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal for the last 24 hours has been feeling mild symptoms. In fact, he was feeling very low-grade fever and irritation in his cough. But what we have learned from our sources is that he's now much better than what he was feeling yesterday. In fact, all his vital parameters, including his oxygen level, are okay. But he will be tested tomorrow at 9 a.m. in the morning. And till then, he is in isolation himself because he is a diabetic patient and he has chronic bronchitis as well. And also his old parents live with him in the same house. So he's taking precautions. Apart from that, what we also know is that for the next 24 hours, Chief Minister Kejriwal is going to be in self-isolation. Meanwhile, the trouble between the Lieutenant Governor who has overturned the order, not one but two orders of the government of Delhi regarding the reservation of the beds for the patients of Delhi, for the residents of Delhi. And apart from that, also testing only, excluding the asymptomatic people from the testing process, that have been overturned. The Chief Minister did, from his isolation, tweet about this, and he in fact said that the burden of trying to care for the people of the country is on Delhi, but we will rise up to the occasion. But that is just a tweet. The underlining factor is that there is now once again tension brewing between the office of the Lieutenant Governor and the Chief Minister. We'll know better tomorrow after the test results of the Chief Minister on how he would be able to lead this entire process and at a time when cases in Delhi are on a constant rise.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Ankit, for giving us that quick update. So we want to just cull out the information for our viewers. Once again, I'll reiterate two things. Gurgaon, Noida, you've been tested positive for COVID, want to access healthcare, say at the LNJP, which is a Delhi government-run hospital, you can right now. On the other hand, in Delhi, asymptomatic but direct contact with somebody who's tested positive, want to test, you can right now. The order has been overturned. But like Ankit also pointed out, a whole new political slugfest on right now. Once again, the old issue of domicile being brought over politically with the backdrop of COVID-19. Take a look on how the day panned out.
जब तक कोरोना है दिल्ली में, तब तक दिल्ली के अस्पताल केवल दिल्ली वालों के लिए रिजर्व होने चाहिए.
Delhi for Delhiites, that was the message from Capital's Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. The Delhi government had reserved 10,000 beds in the city for treatment of only local COVID patients. The move set off a massive debate. The Uttar Pradesh government slammed the Delhi Chief Minister, saying that the decision was arbitrary. BSP chief Mayawati too hit out at Arvind Kejriwal, asking the Modi government to intervene.
ये बहुत छोटी मानसिकता है, यह बहुत विभाजनकारी मानसिकता है, यह बहुत दिल्ली और उत्तर प्रदेश और हरियाणा और राजस्थान और एक दूसरे के राज्यों के बीच में विवाद पैदा करने वाला बयान है.
जो देश की राजधानी होती है वो सभी देशवासियों की होती है और दिल्ली की आर्थिक स्थिति में एक बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा उत्तर प्रदेश के लोगों का भी शामिल है. तो इस तरीके से अगर अन्य प्रांतों के लोगों को दिल्ली में इलाज पर पाबंदी लगाई जाएगी तो निश्चित तौर से इसका नुकसान आने वाले समय में दिल्ली सरकार को भी देखने को मिलेगा.
The Delhi High Court sent a notice to the Kejriwal government over a plea that sought to ensure that government and private hospitals do not deny admission to COVID-19 patients. In fact, in 2018, the Delhi High Court had ruled that excluding non-Delhi patients from availing treatment or medical facilities was violative of fundamental rights and infringed on a citizen's right to life. The Delhi government, though, defended its decision. Health Minister Satyendra Jain said that the capital would need 17,000 beds in the next 15 days.
दिल्ली के अंदर कोरोना काफ़ी लेवल पे बढ़ चुका है और आप देख रहे हैं पिछले कुछ दिनों से 1000 से भी ज़्यादा केस प्रतिदिन आ रहे हैं. 1200, 1400, 1500 केसेज आ रहे हैं. तो दिल्ली के लोगों को इलाज कराने के लिए जगह की आवश्यकता है.
But by evening, Delhi LG Anil Baijal had overruled the decision of the Chief Minister. The LG directed the local authorities and departments to ensure that treatment is not denied to any patient on grounds of not being a Delhi resident. With nearly 28,000 cases, Delhi is the third worst hit in the country. And with the viral load continuously surging, is the capital prepared? Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, so should Delhi hospitals run by Delhi government only be for Delhiites or should they be open to all? I want to bring in right now Akshay Marathe, spokesperson Aam Aadmi Party. I have Aman Sinha, spokesperson Bharatiya Janata Party. Akshay, two quick questions. Number one, would you quickly apprise all the Delhiites, especially of the health of the Chief Minister? He's taking a COVID test tomorrow. Second question, Akshay, Access to health, a constitutional right, aren't you violating that by not allowing people from, say, Noida, Gurgaon to come in and access health?
Thank you for having me on the show, Preeti. I'm really glad prayers poured in from across the country today for the Chief Minister of Delhi. And I'm very glad to report to you that tonight he is feeling much better. His fever has gone down. We are very hopeful that by tomorrow he will have completely recovered. We're hoping it's just a seasonal flu and not COVID-19. He will be tested tomorrow, like you said, and we hope that it will be negative. But coming to your other question about Delhi hospitals being for Delhiites or for everybody, I think it's important to understand the context in which...
It's access to healthcare in India is a constitutional right. Aren't you denying people their constitutional right by denying them access to healthcare in Delhi?
No, absolutely not. We're not doing that at all, because look at the breakup of hospitals in Delhi today. There are 10,000 odd central government hospitals. There are about 10,000 Delhi government hospitals. 10,000 central government hospitals are available according to our policy. They would have been available for people coming from across the country. Only the other 10,000, which are run by the taxpayer money of Delhi, only those hospitals were we looking to restrict treatment for people who currently reside in Delhi. And mind you, even at that level, the definition of Delhiite was extremely liberal. It was not restricted to only voters or Aadhaar card holders. Even somebody who has a bank account here, somebody who has even received a letter on a Delhi address, somebody who has sent a letter from a Delhi address by India Post. So all kinds of documents were going to be accepted as valid residence proof. And why were we doing this? You have to understand, Preeti, Delhi is in the middle of a phenomenal, unprecedented crisis where we are going to require at least 17 to 20,000 beds for Delhi alone in the time to come. So when you have that situation and you suddenly say, now Delhi has to take care of people from across the region, then how do you expect people from Delhi to get any hospital beds? Tomorrow, Preeti, I am a Delhi resident. If my old grandparents, if my somebody in my family needs a bed, and they're not able to get that because it has currently been occupied by patients from across other parts of the country.
It's not tomorrow, Akshay. You know, Akshay, that's not the situation of tomorrow, that's the situation of today. A lot of people are not getting beds in any case, so let's not say it's a situation that might arise tomorrow. But having said that, I want to bring in Aman Sinha. Aman Sinha, if Gurgaon can shut borders to forget about Akshay, you've had your say, I'll come back to you. Akshay, I'll come back to you. I will come back to you to make your point. I promise you. Let's just go one by one. Aman Sinha, if Gurgaon can shut borders, Aman Sinha, with Delhi, and not even allow doctors to cross the border, even essential services are not allowed. If Karnataka can shut its borders from anyone to coming from outside, if Noida can shut its borders from anyone or from Delhi to go to Noida, then what is wrong with what Delhi is doing?
No, first of all, Preeti, let me clarify that borders are not shut for anybody who needs emergent medical care. And
they were.
Treatment going on in that. No, I'm sorry. Anybody requiring any medical care, all the state governments are obliged to allow them, and this has been happening. Now, let me say there is a clear distinction between what Mr. Kejriwal government is doing and what other governments are doing. They are regulating exit into their borders. Mr. Kejriwal sealed the borders. On top of that, he passes an inhuman dictate that nobody can have access to health care. Nobody who's living outside of Delhi can have access to healthcare in Delhi hospitals. Now, this is a complete and blatant violation of right to life as enshrined under Article 21 of the Constitution. Supreme Court of India has held it in several cases. You have also very aptly pointed, not only that, Preeti, the Delhi High Court, in case of social jurist in 2018, because Preeti, you've been covering Delhi for a long time. You know that this is not the first attempt of the Aam Aadmi Party to reserve beds and hospitals in Delhi exclusively for residents of Delhi and not to allow medical access to patients coming in from outside. Now, this was done by government of NCT of Delhi of Mr. Kejriwal in 2018. That particular order was quashed because it was completely and blatantly violative of Article 21, right to life. And therefore, what LG has done is absolutely in consonance with the High Court judgment, and what Arvind Kejriwal and his government did was not only an inhuman dictate but also in blatant violation to the orders of the High Court and a complete blatant illegality. Now let me say, just 10 seconds, Preeti. We are in middle of a pandemic. Mr. Kejriwal has got some symptoms. We wish him well. And I wish that he does not get any hassle of testing, treatment, etc. But the point is that we are in middle of a pandemic. Every day, the government of NCT of Delhi is every day passing inhuman dictates, every day passing such orders which are completely in violation to Article 21 and right to life. Now it says that testing everybody cannot go, patients who are suspected patients, they can't go and have testing. A suspected patient has to get admitted in hospitals, but a suspected patient cannot get testing. How would he get treated, for God's sake? If he doesn't get tested and there is no diagnosis, how are you going to treat him? So therefore, the point that I'm making...
Fair point. Let me take it back to Akshay.
These are completely, blatant orders. These are in complete violation and disregard to Article 21. And not only that, let me also say, Preeti, that this is in order to divert the Tahir Hussain and other issues, their complicity of Aam Aadmi Party in the Delhi riots issue. And they are unnecessarily trying to create a controversy here when everybody should be united.
Can I go back to Akshay? Okay.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, Akshay, I want to ask you one question. Confrontation with the LG, confrontation with the centre, confrontation with private hospitals like Gangaram. How does it help the Aam Aadmi Party at this point of time? And the question I want to ask you, even with the ICMR, till now Delhi government had said they were following ICMR orders. ICMR said that asymptomatic people of direct contact with a positive patient can get tested. You even narrowed that guideline down, which the LG overturned today.
No, first of all, there is a complete canard that is being spread that Delhi is not allowing testing. Do you know, Preeti, that Delhi per million is testing the highest in the country today? We are 3 times above the national average. UP is at 2,000, Gujarat is at 4,000.
Much higher.
Please, let's go one by one. Aman Sinha, give him. Aman Sinha, that's wrong. You were allowed to speak, let him speak. Can I just have Akshay? Akshay, go ahead, I'll come back to Aman Sinha. Akshay, go ahead, make your point.
3 times more than the national average. We are continuing to test a very high number of patients every day. But the fact of the matter is every state has its own limitation when it comes to testing. So we have to ensure that those people who need it the most have to get the first chance to get tested. So if you have a choice between a symptomatic patient and an asymptomatic patient, of course the Delhi government is going to choose to test the symptomatic patient. And this is happening across the country. It's not just happening in Delhi. Point number 2, when the BJP says that they want to come together in this fight against the coronavirus pandemic, I want to ask on your channel, Delhi has the municipal corporation under the Bharatiya Janata Party, which runs 5,000 beds in Delhi. They have hospitals which have 5,000 beds. How many beds have they opened up for coronavirus in Delhi? The central government has 10,000 beds. Do you know how many beds the central government has in Delhi for coronavirus? 500. So we are getting a disproportionate
Okay, I'm coming to you, Aman Sinha. Let him finish, I will come to you. Yes, Akshay, make your point.
That is the reality of today. The BJP is abdicating its responsibility, running off to Bihar to fight an election, and then playing politics on health issues in Delhi. It is absolutely unacceptable the way the BJP has been politicizing.
Okay, I want to ask the same. Okay, fine. Okay, let's not get into rhetoric. Let's keep it to facts. And one of the facts that I'm bringing up, Aman Sinha, is AIIMS. You have over 50,000 beds. Why isn't AIIMS right now a COVID-dedicated hospital? Why is RML refusing to list on an app which possibly is right now completely dysfunctional but can help? So these are central hospitals run by the center, seemingly not cooperating. Why isn't MCD hospitals also pitching in right now, which are run by the BJP?
Oh, that's absolutely incorrect. In fact, in Delhi, large number of central hospitals are there, and the number of beds which are run by central government hospitals are much more than Delhi COVID hospitals. Do you know, Preeti, that Delhi government has 35 hospitals, out of which 30 are not having one single COVID bed? They are not supporting one COVID patient. And they themselves are.
Can we just go one by one? Akshay, he gave you the space. He gave you the decency to talk. Let him do so. Yes, please go ahead, Mr. Sinha.
Preeti, the fact is that, as you very aptly pointed out, about 30 of these 35 hospitals, they are not taking a single COVID patient. These are all Delhi government hospitals. They are passing a dictate that each and every hospital should have minimum 20% beds reserved for COVID patients. And the same Delhi government hospitals, more than 75% of them, 80% of them, they do not take any COVID patient. What is this kind of hypocrisy that they are practicing here? And they are preaching about politics. Mr. Kejriwal goes around and starts putting blame on other political parties. He says political parties and other private hospitals. What is he trying to make out of this pandemic? It is extremely unfortunate that, this kind of politics is being played out. As I made the point, we should all be unitedly fighting this. But the unfortunate part is, Preeti, that in these times, the Aam Aadmi Party is playing unprecedented politics. Otherwise, why 30 out of 35 hospitals of Delhi government do not take a single COVID patient, and you pass blanket dictate?
Let's take that question. You raised a point. Can I take it to Akshay?
20% COVID beds.
I'm
okay,
glad.
Akshay, please respond to that.
I wanted to respond, please.
No,
there was a point of testing. Just 10 seconds.
Okay, let him finish. Okay, let him make his point. Akshay, let Mr. Sinha make his point. I'll come back to you. Yes, Mr. Sinha, make your point. Finish.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Preeti. I wanted to make a very important point that the adequacy of test is not going to be known by per million test. It is going to be known by wherever infection is prevalent, you have to go and test. And today, Delhi has the highest numbers. It has overtaken all cities and states. And if the infection is prevalent here, Mr. Kejriwal and his government was swearing by idea of 5 T's, test, treatment, and then tracing and all those things.
No, well, Delhi hasn't overtaken. Delhi hasn't overtaken all other cities. Delhi is number 3.
Preeti, now let me respond.
Delhi is number 3. And in testing, Delhi is actually testing one of the highest. If you look at... Okay, I just want to put the facts out. Can I go to Akshay now, Mr. Sinha? You've raised relevant points. I want to go to Akshay to respond. Akshay, please respond to the charges that have been laid.
And I'm talking about the fact that people in Delhi need to be tested more.
And to the other side also. Aman Sinha, everybody's heard you now.
Okay,
you can't
fair point. Akshay, respond.
Okay, now I'm going to just read out simple facts.
Please, Akshay, respond.
Please give me 1 moment. Give me 1 moment to respond. The Lok Nayak hospital run by Delhi government has 2,000 beds, which is 25% of all corona beds in the city. Guru Tegh Bahadur Hospital has 1,500 beds, which is another 20% of all COVID
10,000 are central government. How does 2,000 become 20?
Beds? James has
25%.
Can we just get Akshay to respond? Akshay.
29 beds.
Can I just get Akshay?
Behave in this unruly manner.
Akshay, yes, respond.
Safdarjung Hospital has 329
beds.
Please,
Akshay, respond. Let's not get into a direct...
It has 200 beds. So I am putting plain facts in front of your viewers where Delhi government is taking the bulk of the load of patients. We have 90% of the load of patients compared to just 10% of the central government's load. So I want to ask the BJP, why is it not putting itself out there? Why is it not taking more share of the problem in Delhi? After all, you have a central government which you run in part with Aam Aadmi Party. You are instead, your ministers are running away to Bihar, trying to fight an election instead of helping the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi to fight the pandemic.
All right, let's not get into the Bihar. Okay. Let's stick to this debate.
Look at the
Aman Sinha, I just want to ask you one question which is being raised. Aman Sinha, I want to ask you one question which is being raised. AIIMS has 50,000 beds. Why isn't AIIMS a COVID-dedicated facility till now?
AIIMS, as and when patients increase, certainly AIIMS will also, increase the intake. That is not an issue. The issue is that if there are dedicated, I'm asking that question for 10th time. Neither you posed that question to Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson nor he responded. Out of 35 hospitals, 30 hospitals do not take any COVID patient as far as Delhi government hospitals are concerned. And that is in violation to their own orders that 20% of beds in all hospitals have to be reserved. They are not responding to it. You yourself do not augment your facilities. You are passing on homilies to everybody else. Let me
I need to close this bulletin. I think I've given you both ample opportunity to put your points forward. One thing what we can... I need to, gentlemen, appreciate you both.
Aam Aadmi Party government.
Okay, gentlemen, both of you have had ample opportunity to put your points forward. I need to close this debate. But I need to ultimately close it on the fact that yes, Delhi is running out of beds, and you don't need a political party spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party to say that Delhi will run out of beds in the future if we open it to outsiders, or a BJP spokesperson saying that Delhi government has mismanaged it. Delhi is running out of beds. You can see it on ground. You can see it by case studies that we record day in and day out. People who are losing their loved ones. Let's just hope all various administrations, various coordinates come together on this and find a solution. Maybe one of them could be convert a hospital like AIIMS, which has 50,000 beds, into a COVID facility as well, which will only add more beds. Thank you for joining us. I want to end with a small jig done by the Prime Minister of a country who has flattened the curve. She happens to be a woman, well, that's only a side point. Thank you for joining us. We leave you with these visuals. New Zealand.
Today there are no active cases in New Zealand. We have tested almost 40,000 people for COVID-19 in the past 17 days and none have tested positive. We have had no one in hospital for COVID-19 for 12 days. It's been 40 days since the last case of community transmission. I did a little dance. Definitely not. I showed Neve. She was caught a little by surprise, but she joined in, having absolutely no idea why I was dancing around the lounge, but enjoying it nonetheless.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.